Hi and Assalamualaikum to everyone. My name is Mohamad Danish bin Zaharuddin and my matric number is A21B2583. So in this video, my partner Muhammad HIDAYAT bin Abdul Rahman and I will like to share our book review based on one of the novel that we have chosen. The Hunger Game is the book we have chosen. We were drawn and excited to read this book because of the movies, and the story is also suitable for all ages, young and old. For the introduction, as you can see in my slide, the author for this novel is Suzanne Collins and the cover artist is Tim O'Brien. This novel are from United States and of course the language is English. For this novel, the series is the Hunger Game trilogy that we share, the Hunger Game trilogy. This novel genre is adventure science fiction and was published for the introduction. As you can see, The Hunger Games is a book by the American author Suzanne Collins. It was published in 2008 and has sold millions of copies. It is the first book for a young reader to sell a million electronic book, and you can buy it in 26 different languages. The Hunger Games is now a very successful film. It made $152.5 million. It is first weekend in North America.
Next, we move to the main theme. The main theme in the Hunger Games are friendship, family, freedom versus oppression and materialism. Friendship and familial bond are figured as a form of resistance, and Katniss' friendship with her friend to help her survive the Hunger Games. Next, we move to the main character. We start from Katniss Everdeen. Her name comes from a plant with an edible tube called Sigataria. From Sagittarius the archer, whose name means he that throw arrow in Latin. She described as having dark hair, olive skin, and grey eyes, like most of others who live in the sim of District 12. Katniss is tough, independent, resourceful, and skilled with a bow and arrow, and yet she also has a passion side and deep loyalty to those she loves. And this is a President Snow, the leader of the capital. President Snow is a small man with white hair and snake-like eyes. He smells like a blood and rose. President Snow is very manipulative, cruel, and ruthless leader who does not care for the people of FARHAN. Other than that, we got Peter Mellark, a baker's son from District 12. He was stripped alongside Katniss Everdeen for the 74 Hunger Games. He and Katniss play out in the arena in order to gain a sponsor and manage to both become victor by tricking the game maker. Peter admits that he has been in love with Katniss ever since he was a child. And lastly, the conclusion. The conclusion of the Hunger Games is a grim, sad, and overall frustrating tale. Katniss does not kill the main bad guy of the story. She does not end up with the love interest that people thought she would end up with. And above all, there is no clear victory. What the novel really wanted to talk about is that family is everything. That you should treat the line between confidence and arrogance carefully. Thank you.
Next, for summary. The Hunger Game follows 16 years old Katniss Everdeen, a girl from District 12 who volunteers for the 74 Hunger Games in place of her younger sister Primrose Everdeen. Also selected from District 12 is Peter Mellark, who once saved Katniss from starvation when they were children. They are mentored by the district's only living victor, Hamish Abernathy, who won 24 years earlier and has since led a solitary life of alcoholism. Peter confesses his long-time secret love for Katniss in a television interview prior to the games. This revelation stunned Katniss, Wu usually does not allow herself to think of romantic attractive due to her traumatic childhood and her fear of losing future children to the Hunger Game. However, she believes that Peter is only feigning love for her as a tactic for the game. In the arena, Peter saved Katniss' life multiple times without her realizing. Katniss allies with Rue, a young tribute from District 11 who reminds Katniss of her sister. When Rue is killed, Katniss places flowers around her body as an act of defiance toward the capital. The remaining tributes are alerted to a rule change allowing tributes from the same district to win as a team. Katniss finds a seriously wounded Peter, and rather than compete alone and be unencumbered by him, she risks her life and nurses him back to health. Hamid advised her to fake feeling for Peter in order to gain wealthy sponsor who can provide critical supplies to the star-crossed lover during the games. As she allows herself to get close to Peter, she develops real feeling for him. When all of the other tributes are dead, the rule change is abruptly revoked. With neither willing to kill the other, Katniss comes up with a solution, a double suicide by eating poisonous berries. This forces the authorities to concede that they have both won the games, just in time to save their life. During and after the game, Katniss' genuine feeling for Peter grows, and she struggles to reconcile them with the fact that their relationship developed under duress. Amish warns her that the danger is far from over. The authorities are furious at being made fool, and the only way to try to allay the anger is to continue to pretend that her actions were because of her love for Peter and nothing else. On the journey home, Peter is dismayed to learn of the deception. Hamish warns her that the danger is far from over. The authorities are furious at being made fool, and the only way to try to allay the anger is to continue to pretend that her actions were because of her love for Peter and nothing else. On the journey home, Peter is dismayed to learn of the deception. So that's all for our video. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum.